Starting right now.
Okay.
So we shouldn't have to go anywhere since me and Midwest are using Zoom, and Zoom's not the trouble.
Yeah, I got a dialogue. Yeah, got it.
Cheers, everybody.
I don't think we're on yet, huh?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, it's gonna be a delay, 30 seconds at least.
Oh, okay, there we are. All right.
Yeah, I noticed that one of my plants was loaded with whitefly.
White
What?
flies?
Just the one plant. Whitefly. Yeah, I shook
Fuck
the
is that?
branch and I saw 50 of them fly off like
Oh
little
my God,
tiny
you
white
guys up there in
dots.
Canada got more fucking shit coming on your plants than I seen
Oh.
fucking ever.
But it's only the one plant. It's the other ones are fine. I got crazy shit. I got that Sephoria stuff on one of them.
Man,
It's just a it's like naturally occurring fungus, Wobbly says. It's in the trees. Reedwater carries it, and it lands on your plant, and that's it. Starts to grow.
impossible.
Big brown spots.
Have you checked up on your computers? See how the performance are on them, October?
I'm just going through and deleting all the fucking shows I started on YouTube. There's like 5 of them listed for me.
Yeah, I kept getting notices, and like I said, I'd go to them, it says waiting on Cobra, or it'd be a 4-second intro.
Yeah, so I went through and deleted them all. And now I haven't really looked at what's going on.
Hey, have you got the sign on YouTube yet that says YouTube does not allow fucking ad blockers?
No.
Oh, I've been getting it the past couple of days. I asked my kid about it. He goes, yeah, he goes, those are coming out now. He goes, they're on to you, Dad. And I'm like, oh, great.
I don't have an ad blocker, and I use Brave, and it seems to do it for me. I don't know.
Yeah, I gave you ad blocker. You installed that.
Yeah, but that was on Google Chrome.
Oh,
Wave, which is a different browser, seems to do pretty well. It's blocked 1,200,000,000 trackers,
wow.
12.39 gigabytes. I don't know. But for the most part, YouTube I can watch without any commercials.
Do-si-do. $5, dick pics all day long.
Did you hear that?
I do dick pics all day long.
No, the closet friend.
Stop
He's
fucking-
got he
Do-si-do.
put out a short.
$5, dick pics all day long.
Yeah, Nuggy chasing.
What?
The first Nuggy says that they're chasing
They're chasing who?
streams. What
Oh.
happened? I'm chasing lives.
Jason Lives.
Live channels that you kept put,
He's the
because
driver.
you had 5 of them up, you just deleted, right?
What's lives mean? I'm chasing lives.
The live videos.
Oh.
On mine, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the way I was doing it with the Restream and OBS, trying to automatically do it on multiple channels at the same time, that was
Yeah.
fucking up. So I don't know what else that I might have fucked up on. But it seems to be working well, my internet, if I guess connecting to you.
Yeah.
I didn't
I
reset my
think it's your computer, just too much stuff going on in it.
probably. But it's still working right now. I can still, change the camera to OBS and I can show all the wonderful stuff I normally show.
What kind of hard drive you got in there?
A solid state hard drive,
You got solid state in there? Huh?
Fuck yeah.
Should be pretty good then.
I know it should be. It's a 32 gigabyte i7. Absolutely. It's a kick-ass computer. Probably the best computer around that I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know, man. My kid just upgraded his computer. He went and dropped a fucking grand on fucking parts yesterday.
That's a different story. Yeah, those gaming computers have a much better video
Boy,
card than
boy.
mine.
Or
He
a prick
got
just
this
spent
fucking-
$1,000 just on the fucking video card. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah. No, the video cards are cheap now.
Oh, no, not a good
Oh
one.
yeah, they are. Oh no. He was telling me, man, because everybody was using them for fucking Bitcoin and shit, so you couldn't even get them because those things would decipher in the Bitcoin and whatever, something like that. And now that Bitcoin's not a thing anymore, guess what? Them fucking things are dirt cheap, and there's plenty of them. That's what I said. Oh man, how much did the video card cost? And he goes, "Oh, it was only a couple $100." I go, "What?" The last one was fucking like $1,200.
Yeah, I go say last
Yeah.
looked at a good one, you know, good game. Talk
All
about
that
games.
chip shortage and shit that happened over in Taiwan and stuff.
There's some of those that are fucking almost $5,000, $45.
yeah.
Some of those professional video editing.
Yep.
parts.
Hey, that's my picture.
Your picture?
Walking through the woods.
Yeah, we just knew you threw that monkey suit on.
That's a whole bunch of different people following that fucking.
Yeah, but they walk like a human.
I didn't shave that morning.
That animal
My
walks
monkey
like a
suit
human.
on. Hard.
That animal walks like a human. You can tell that the human gait in there.
No.
But it never found remains.
Wobbly says that you should defag your computer, Cobra. Take all the no videos out, then it will run fine. Defagging
Don't
is a
forget the
thing.
arm.
What's up, Wild?
I mean, I won't.
The thing's pretty cool. The dome, that's fucking cool. That's live too, right now.
Is it really? Yeah.
I have it all the time.
What's inside of it?
It's a big open like space. You can walk inside it, and same thing on the
It's
inside.
all laser shining off. It's a
I
laser.
understand that, but so it's not like a venue of any sort, just a big.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a big
LED
venue. It's
sign.
a stadium.
It's a what?
It's a big, huge indoor stadium. It's the
Well, that's
largest
what I was
dome of the
asking.
world.
It's a stadium then?
It's
Yeah.
a
It's like
laser
an
light.
amphitheater inside.
Oh, okay.
And all the ceiling and everything inside is the same as the outside, a video dome.
Oh.
Video on the inside, so they could play full dimensional flicks or whatever. We gotta get some really cool
It's underwater showing.
videographers and get them to put something really spectacular together. They should put the dome in control of AI and see what it does. Right? Let AI run with the dome. It's controlled by AI.
I don't think it's good.
No?
Should be the same link. The
Yeah,
Cobra.
same link we always use. Same link we always use, guys.
Yeah,
It's,
All the fight
does it
links.
have a proper name? What is the proper name of the Vegas dome or the
some kind of sphere or something.
I'd say a channel.
Cobra.
hotel?
I
I
don't
wants
know.
to know if you
Privacy.
can help Villain straighten out his computer. I guess you're not reading your chat.
No, I'm not reading chat. Sorry.
Yeah, Nuggy's asking you, did you answer me? Wasn't listening? Villain needs your help.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
Sure. No,
that's what he says, Nuggy.
no problemo.
Wobbs, you don't defrag your computer with a SSD.
Guess you're not reading your chat.
Hold on, I just brought it up. I just brought it up.
Nuggy's asking.
I must
Where are
have.
they? What's he on a channel?
Here, let me unspotlight you. Where's my freaking, all my stuff going?
You see that Matt Gaetz wants to nominate Trump as Speaker of the House?
I don't know what's gonna happen with that.
Oh boy.
I'm happy that McCarthy's gone. McConnell saying, "Oh, they should get rid of the rule. Fuck that. You should be gone next."
Yeah, McConnell should be gone too. He's
But
half fucking dead. He's gonna drop dead down there just like Feinstein did. This is what's gonna happen to all them old cronies down there. They're gonna start dropping. Yeah, I thought McConnell was all right for years. Then I started following what he's actually doing, man. He's a fucking shithead. Another fucking neocon.
yeah, I think it's great that he's gone. I don't know what the hell's gonna happen, but I don't want any fucking money to go to Ukraine.
The only people that want money going to Ukraine are the rich people for some reason.
Fucking both sides, the Democrats and the Republicans want it. It's fucking the deep state, the fucking
Yeah.
uniparty.
Yeah, it's the fucking industrial, military industrial complex making lots of money.
I know the politicians making lots of money.
You know they are. When did you see all the fucking billions and millions of dollars of Dianne Feinstein's different fucking estates that she owns? Like
Yeah.
the one in fucking Aspen for 48 fucking million. And I forget there was 4 of them that they showed, and they were all double-digit millions, like 38 million and 64 million and 29 million. It's like,
Yeah,
oh, look at that, man. A fucking senator that gets paid 100 grand a year made all those fucking millions of fucking dollars to buy that property.
Yeah, and Mar-a-Lago's only worth 18 million.
Oh, that's only 18 million. Yeah.
Yeah, right. 17 acres, beach to beach.
Yeah, they said it was residential property. No, it's not. It's like a fucking hotel. Fucking idiots.
Country club, actually, so.
They threw out fucking 80% of that fucking case yesterday, I guess. That stupid fucking broad, that DA up there in New York. They said 80% of it was fucking junk. Fucking dummy.
80% of it had passed the statute of limitations.
Is that what it was? Yeah.
Yeah, I think all of it has happened. We all know it's bullshit, so it's hard to believe how many stupid people out there is, though, really,
Right.
But I can understand, I was like that when I was young. I was too busy working and making a living and
Yep.
to pay any attention to what was going, I was
Yep.
making money.
Right. Same
But
here.
then when you go from first working and in the 70s, I could have a wife and kids in the late 70s, and only one of us has to work. And the ladies, both of us were gonna have to work.
Yeah.
And it just kept getting worse.
I think this is Villain. Gonna help me with. I'm gonna help him with the computer. I think
Yeah, I said admit, but I don't see him popping up.
He's coming.
he's under Nuggy's account. Using Nuggy's
Yeah.
phone.
There he
I think
is.
that's him. This is him. Even though it says Nuggy, it is Villain, I believe.
So he was looking at gay porn and it fucking put a virus in his system. Is that his problem?
So some dick pic blew up the CPU.
Yeah, it's like blistering fast.
There he is.
You don't need this in?
Turn off YouTube. We
Yeah,
hear you.
get off that one. So he can help you on that one.
What's he doing?
Where do I need to go? To the
No, just talk to him here,
Villain, I hear you.
What's up, real?
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Yeah,
What's up, Dylan?
So what do I need? What information do you need, Cobra, to
Well,
access me?
number one, I guess start with what's the problem?
It's like I get Wi-Fi and then I don't get Wi-Fi and it's shitty bandwidth for my computer, but Nuggy can be down here on the same internet without an issue.
It's definitely the computer. Everybody else is fine.
What kind of computer is it?
A Lenovo.
There's a 15-second delay
I wouldn't know.
right now, about 15 seconds.
Hmm.
But yeah, because you're on YouTube.
That's normal with YouTube. The delay is normal.
Yeah, you know, there's always a delay. There's like a 30
Yeah.
second delay.
You watch Zoom and ignore, when you connect to Zoom, you watch Zoom, ignore YouTube.
Yeah. Just mute out YouTube.
15's normal.
My computer's not on anything. I'm watching you on Nuggy's phone.
For $1 a pack.
Alright. Thank you.
My guy always.
I
Your
just-
computer is on, it's running slowly and you have terrible,
The one thing that
Wi-Fi.
but Jeannie's computer right next door to you is working fine.
young guy.
Yeah, her work computer's good.
Used
And
to like,
Maggie's phone is working
Everybody's
fine.
phones are fine.
used to like
It's
them.
just this computer.
It's that one computer. And was that the same computer that was there when I was there?
Yep, that little silver one.
Yeah, yeah.
I just thought you might be able to network on it and get on there and run your little program and see if there's a bunch of shit going or what the fuck.
Well, if you can connect in from your Zoom. Hi, Mrs.
Hi, Mrs. Midwest.
Ms. Midwest. How
We
you
saw ya. We saw ya. You can't hide now.
Anyways, if you can connect in with Zoom on your computer, even though it's slow, I could then take over your computer.
Isn't it boring?
I can do that. You want me to go get on that Zoom?
Yeah, you got Zoom and connect in with that whatever laptop you're doing, and then let me take over your computer. I'll help you, go through it all.
Yeah, I'll totally give you the computer. Which one?
The one that's not working.
Right there.
Open Sesame. See how slow it is? Like that should be open. Boom. Downloading proxy script. I don't get it.
Downloading script.
I should have put his
Boop,
name.
boop, boop, boop. Maybe I should.
Is he even fine?
If
Okay.
we do this, we'd be doing it live on in the world to see. So maybe we ought to.
Can't you just shut your camera off?
Well, I would be if when I share your computer, I'm sharing it to the world. Right,
Oh. Yeah, I don't want to do that.
right.
I have enough people fucking with me as it is.
So we would have to be off YouTube for sure to do this. But you got the computer on now.
Yeah.
All right.
Cobra's going.
Quickly tell me about that computer.
Fix it.
Can you tell me how much memory it has?
Cobra's helping.
Give me 1 second.
He said it was a Lenovo, so it's a laptop, right?
Let's see.
No, I think it's a
Properties.
big box.
Okay, so it says we only have one, it's one drive, it's SSD C drive. And the
Okay.
properties of C drive are total space is 117 gigabytes or something, 126 gigabytes.
Yeah.
No, yeah, gigs. And it says I've used 80 gigs and it says 37.7 gigs. And then let's go to hardware. It's NTFS system.
Yep.
Is there somewhere that you want me to go to tell you more information?
Yep. Down the bottom of the side of the computer, there's a start button, and then next to that, there's a search button, a search bar, a white search bar where you can type into search for things, right?
Right there.
And that search
No, that's
bar-
Ed. Hold on a second.
What Windows are you running?
7
Windows 7?
or 10, I think.
10,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Say, I don't,
Trying.
7, that's in the fucking 90s.
hey, I used to run Windows 7.
Oh, I did too.
Okay, so what do you want?
Okay. If you see me on the screen, you see right down the bottom of the screen, I'm typing down the bottom, right down here. See, that's called the search bar. Inside of that, you just type in CMD, cat, Mary, dog, and hit enter. And up should pop a black window. Search bar, type in CMD, cat, Mary, dog.
Okay, hang on. Just give me one second. Okay, so open that. CMD. Wait.
Hit enter.
Okay, I got a black screen.
Okay, now in that window right there, just type IPCONFIG, then a space, then a slash, backslash, all. You see
Oh,
those?
backslash. Hang on.
Yeah.
How do I do backslash? Where
The
the
one
fuck is?
next to the other shift key below the question mark.
The return button, yeah.
Oh, I thought that was forward slash.
Okay, forward slash, whatever you want to call it.
Okay, slash.
Yeah, then all, the word all, ALL.
Okay.
Hit enter. And tell me all kinds of stuff.
Oh shit. Okay.
So in this list, what you're looking for is your IP address. It's probably 192 something. Might be 10.
Would it be a physical address?
There'll be a number. IP4 address, it'll say.
IPv4 or IPv4.
My screen, it might show you what I'm looking for. IP4 address.
I just don't see.
And that whole list, probably about halfway down the list.
Okay, hang on. Let's see. IP. Okay, yeah, it's a long one.
Yeah, don't worry about the number, the dots. You see the numbers off to me.
Read them off to you?
Yeah. If
No.
okay. Do you see my screen?
I'm not on Zoom right this second.
Well, how are we talking?
I'm on Nuggy's phone.
Well, you on Zoom?
Okay. Well, hold on. Let me get on Zoom. And then I can put it like, maybe can I copy and paste that and put it in like
Don't worry about it. So you got that information up, right? That window that I'm looking for. Nuggy there. Nuggy's pretty good at this. He's been through this with me.
I'm
So
looking
for
for
the
that now.
IP4 address. Above the subnet mask, below the auto configuration.
IP4. And it's going to say IP4 on it?
Yep. And then 20 dots, and then it goes to the number 192.168.0.115 is mine. 116, whatever it is. No. All right. I think
I'm looking, man.
that's right. That's right. It's probably best if we do this offline where I can connect into you, So I'll disconnect from the show. I'll disconnect from the show with Midwest and Seven and all those guys. And then I will set up another Zoom and then you and I will connect.
Okay, cool.
I'll
All
give you-
right. Awesome. I'll wait for the.
Well, won't you have to sign into?
Oh, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. All right. That'll work.
Awesome. Awesome.
I'll give you an email in just a second, Bill. All
Okay.
right, peace.
Won't I have to sign out though first? Or,
No, I'm gonna use my other account. That
oh, okay.
only 40 minutes of works, but that's all I need to do this.
Oh, okay.
It's not gonna take me long. It's just take me so long to talk to it.
Cobra says he's going to go and start another Zoom backstage. And I'm just gonna give him control, yeah, and then that way he can fucking root through whatever he's gotta. I don't know why it said that I wasn't, the Wi-Fi or the Wi-Fi thing was only like, it was doing, it said something weird. I don't get what that was, but
This could be really frustrating sometimes. I know, I know.
How
there's
far,
a setting
how far is the router away?
like 10 feet.
Really?
Yeah, and everybody else is fine. Like
Did
nobody
you-
else is having an issue but me.
Why
Not
don't
right
you,
now.
why don't you just get an RJ45 and plug it in?
Because they don't have that option. I gotta get another router to do that.
On Starlink doesn't have an RJ45?
Oh, that's right.
It's one input only, and you had to get an adapter for a USB cord to go to a router, and then you can split it off and hardwire it. But see, it's not that. It's something to do with the internet not running through a proxy or some kind of weird fucking bullshit. I don't know. But I'm waiting on Cobra's new mail here. So I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, I don't, it's like everybody else gets great Wi-Fi and internet signal, and I get zero bandwidth and zero signal.
Hmm.
And it's just this computer, really. You know what I mean? And I'm not exactly, I mean, there could be 100 fucking things running for all I know. You know me, I'm no computer fucking. I mean, it could be as simple as the computer's just full of shit and it doesn't have enough memory to run everything. You know what I'm saying? When you go to try to run like StreamYard or something, it just doesn't have enough go left, not enough RAM and shit.
Yeah.
I don't, you know what I mean? But I'm guessing. I don't fucking know. That's why I'm asking Cobra to help me. What I would really like is I've tried to get rid of this Microsoft Edge, and for fuck's sake, you can't uninstall it, you can't make it go away, you can't delete it, you can't go into fucking files and or nothing. You
No, you can't
can't
get
do
rid of it.
shit.
You just gotta use a different browser, that's all.
What do you mean?
Just what I said, just like punching Google and you just use Google all the time.
No,
Yeah.
but see, the problem is that Edge, everything you do on Google Chrome,
Yeah.
it mirrors it onto the Edge page. So it's
Oh.
downloading all that fucking same information onto the Edge
Ugh.
browser as what you're doing on the
Right,
Chrome
right.
browser. So you're using up twice as much fucking, and I can't get rid of it. They say you got to hire a third party to remove it from your computer.
That's your
If
buddy.
I had it my way, I would delete everything on this computer, 100% delete everything, and then reinstall Windows 7 or 10 with no extras.
Right.
He set the new link, he says.
Okay, I got it. And then it's funny, sometimes it'll just be fast, like it'll work. And it's just fucking goofy and random and it sucks and I hate it.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna say, I don't have that problem, even though I have it Microsoft Edge installed, but I never use it. Never have used it. I got Google set as my default browser.
Yeah, me too.
And so it doesn't, unless I click on it, it never does anything.
Every now and then, Cobra will send something, or whatever, and it will come in under the Microsoft Edge.
I don't get anything on my Microsoft Edge. But I never set it up for anything. Well, my computer says activate Windows still.
See, like right now, I'm trying to get on Zoom and it's like, fuck you, buddy. Unknown error occurred. Tell Cobra I'll try again. Hang on. It gave me the fuck you. See, like it was so fucking fast, like there. Okay, I'm gonna bounce off of this.
There you are.
All right, yeah, you're gonna bounce off and get with Villain or get with Cobra.
Good luck, man.
Yeah. I'll be back in a little while.
It'll probably be an early night for me anyway. I'm pretty tired.
Yeah.
I've been busting ass trying to get a bunch of outside shit done before the weather turned shitty.
Yep.
We're supposed to start raining tomorrow, and it's not supposed to be above 60 degrees all next week, so.
Yep. It's coming here too. We're gonna have a couple more nice days. I've been running back and forth to the sawmill. I picked up 30 boards yesterday. I planed them all today. Fucking wood is stoked though, man. But
High price or,
no, it was only $4 a board for 1 by 10 by 8 feet. By 8 foot.
oh, really? What
Yeah.
kind of lumber?
It's pine.
Pine? What kind of pine?
Just naughty pine, scrub pine, I guess you call it. It's what we call it around here. Nothing special. It's not hardwood or anything, but it's cheap enough. I'm covering all my walls with it. I plane it and shiplap it, and then I'm doing I put it on 45.
Isn't it pretty sappy though for the planer?
No, it's actually not. I got 1 or 2 pieces. I picked through it too, but I got 1 or 2 pieces with some pitch pockets in it, you know. And
Yeah.
I just cut those out, you know. I'll find it when I got to cut a piece, you know. But for the most part, when it dries out nice, and it's not there's no pitch sticking out of it or anything, you know.
Yeah, I'm used. When I ran it through the sawmill, I hated pine.
Oh, I can imagine, yeah.
It freaking gumming up the blades. I had a bandsaw mill, so
Yep.
made for some slow cutting.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, these guys get one of those big giant fucking blades, man. I see them they have the round teeth they place. I was there one time when he was replacing a tooth.
Yeah, inserted pitch or inserted tooth.
Yeah,
Inserted pitch tooth.
yeah. He was saying if they fucking
Yeah.
when those things go flying out of it, man, they'll fucking kill you.
Oh, yeah. I got one of those blades at home, like,
Is that right?
yeah, I have my great grandfather's sawmill,
Oh, no shit.
the 1902 Port
Yeah.
Pure #4.
No kidding. I like the sawmill wood. You know, it's always,
It'll never run again. It's just
Oh, yeah.
3 items. I thought I'd like to set that for display, but because it'd never run again. There's parts missing and
yeah.
busted, but I was always still thought I'd like to set it up on the tracks and just, but hell, I'd have to weld the blade on there because people steal those blades.
Oh, right.
36-inch blade, so.
Oh, yeah, that's worth some money. Yeah, so I think I'll run down there tomorrow, and it's so wet though. Fortunately, on my house up in Maine, I'm on the 2nd floor of the A-frame. I have a deck on the front that's deep enough that it stays out of the weather, and the trees are in front of it, so the rain doesn't even come really even hit the deck, and it's a good place to dry it. So I'm gonna 30 boards. I'm gonna go grab another 30, and I'm gonna when I go up there next week, I'm just gonna stack them and let them fucking dry over the winter. I can't put them inside because they'll fucking the fucking house is so goddamn tight they'll fucking turn moldy on me.
Oh, I made me a drying kiln for drying my lumber, so,
Did you really?
yeah,
You know, I had a guy that I used to
very
buy-
big. It's probably 8 foot wide, 12 foot long, and about 6 foot tall.
No shit.
For heat, I had a 275 gallon oil drum I made into a stove, a furnace.
Yep.
Had an old 275 gallon oil drum. And I had an old squirrel cage fan, so I would circulate the hot air with that.
Nice. How did
When
it
I
work?
was a kid and had more energy.
Yeah, the guy that I used to get my hardwood from, bar tops and stuff, he COVID did him in, but he had this it was the only one in the Northeast, he told me. I don't know if it's true or not, but it was this big fucking thing, man. It looked like a goddamn trailer truck, and it was a high pressure fucking kiln. A high pressure and he would, I think it was hot air or steam or whatever they put in the fucking thing. But he was telling me that I says, how much water do you get out of it? I mean, he would stack fucking shit ton of lumber in the thing. And he goes, oh, I get about 20, 55-gallon drums of water out of it. And it was like, it was that big, you know. But he would put, and it would run for 2 weeks, I think he said, when he would turn it on. And he would just go. It was quite an operation. They're probably still there. His shop is still there. And I peeked in the window. His tools are all still there, but he is nowhere to be found. Too bad too, because he had some nice materials. You're awful quiet tonight, Howard.
Yeah, it buzzed, really buzzed.
Two cookies?
Oh, yeah, I cooked up some oil yesterday and I let it cool down and I was gonna straighten it out today. But as it was going through the freezer, I found a roll, I don't know, 6 inches long, 1.5 inch diameter of my other batch. I found their stash, so I baked up those 6 cookies and they're working, so
Oh,
better than the other batch I did. So I still have to strain the oil. I turned on the air conditioner. It's been so hot here the last 3 days, so we're
really?
Yeah, like record temperature yesterday,
Yeah,
30
yeah, it was hot.
degrees. Hot.
It was
80.
funny too. Yesterday morning, I was running around the house and I was fucking. It was cold in the house, you know.
In my
Yeah. And
in my sunroom, it's 10
I got
degrees
dressed. I put
warmer.
a flannel shirt on and dungaree long pants and everything. And I walked outside at 10 o'clock, and I was like,
What?
"Fuck,
Yeah.
it's hot out here."
That's how it is. My house stays cold for the longest time in the mornings too.
Yeah. So I didn't open any windows. I was like, "Fuck it, leave the cold air inside, nice and cool." Because we just took all the ACs out just last week, put them all away.
I'll probably get mine out of this window. I'll probably get ours out this week. Say we're only supposed to be supposed to get up in the 70s.
Right, right.
Week and a half, they said again, but we'll see. They can't predict weather that far out, so.
I know, right?
I found a couple spots of bud rot on my stuff today, so I'm gonna cut everything down tomorrow. It's all coming down.
Cool.
It's nice and dry. I haven't watered it for a week, so it's starting to limp, you know. Next time, just chop it down. What it is, what it is.
Oh, we got a Friday the 13th coming up, huh?
Cannabis likes to be dry, don't let them fool you. Especially late in flower.
Yeah.
We've had such nice weather the last 10 days, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, we have, oh man, my kid's bumming, man. Well, they get Monday off. They're going up to Maine. To take the dog out for me.
Yeah.
For the
This
boys.
weekend is the Canadian Thanksgiving,
Is it really?
but we're putting it off till the following week because my son and my daughter are going to paint my other son's house on Thanksgiving weekend.
You just straighten them out, Cobra, or you couldn't figure it out?
He never connected. I have no clue what he's doing.
Oh,
No email, no nothing. So I was like, okay, fuck it, I'll leave.
hey, man.
Hey, I think he was having trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, his computer sounds like it's had some serious trouble.
He may not be able to connect to it, so. I don't know, he's been on them porn sites too much, might got a bunch of malware in there or something.
Pretty sure he has the antivirus and all that shit. So I don't know. Don't want to make a guess, you know, don't want to steer me the wrong way.
Yeah, so the kids going up. I think they said they're going Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, and then coming home Monday.
Up to
Long
me.
weekend. So it looks like the forecast up there is rain all day fucking Saturday. But those guys, they're fucking animals, man. They don't care. They're like, well, fuck it, let's get it done. They'll go up there and probably do it fucking Friday.
I can't imagine where they got that from.
What? I don't know.
Get it done.
Come on, get it done. Fucking let's go. Just fucking go do it. That was always my motto. Just fucking go and do it. Get it
Right.
fucking done. But yeah, so yeah, because you know they want to fucking pound beers all day fucking Sunday, man. Especially if it's nice out. I don't know. I don't care as long as they get it out. My neighbors tell me it's impressive to watch them. I says, what do you mean? He goes, oh man, they put that fucking talk in about an hour, and then they're down there pounding beers and running around in boats and canoes and shit, running across to the lake and hooting and hollering. And they go, oh, they're not getting into trouble. They go, they're having fun. He goes, it's fun to watch them. I was like, good. I said, I told him, don't worry about the neighbors fucking. I said, whoop, they have fun.
Do, 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 do.
Can't hoot and holler out in the woods. Where the hell can you hoot and holler?
What's that?
Well, he's in a,
If you can't have hooting and hollering out in the woods, then where the hell? can you-
Exactly. You know, I mean, you can hoot and holler all you want inside my house and on the property. I mean, the fucking houses there a couple 100 feet away.
What are the
It's-
neighbors gonna think? Yeah,
What?
Nothing. That one guy, the cops pulled up to his house, he's working on his car in the driveway, and the neighbors complained they heard voices coming out of the house. Help me, let me out, let me out. And the fucking guy comes out, brings out a parrot. The fucking parrot had been yapping, oh, let me out, let me out.
Yeah, yeah.
So the neighbor called, he brought a parrot out, told him, look at, this is what the call's about. Stupid people.
Yep. Takes all kinds, man.
Hey, Para.
Para, he's still waiting to play poker, that Para.
What's up, Para?
Poker, Para, poker. We need to play poker.
Papa
don't
Hambone's
we?
alive. It's with rosin smoke. Yeah, he was gonna move down to Florida. He changed his fucking mind. Toot sweet, man.
He's like me.
Fuck that, too hot down here, man. I can never live down here.
Papa had both?
Yeah, it was funny. He's like, yeah, we're thinking about moving to Florida, man. I'm like, dude, you fucking had like just about a stroke down there the last time you were there. You couldn't fucking breathe. And I said, you're thinking about moving there? You're gonna be trapped inside your house. Oh no, I won't. No, I won't. And I'm like, yeah, okay. He goes, no, we're thinking of going by Orlando. And I said, oh yeah. Yeah, he goes, yeah, the wife can drive a bus down there, man, for Disney. And I says, oh, that right? And then he was down there, and I go, so you're moving down here? What? And he goes, oh, fuck that, man. It's too fucking goddamn.
Yeah, I don't miss it at all. I lived there for 10 years, you know.
Oh, I can
Fucking
I
aggressive.
mean, I grew up going to Florida. I never lived there. I will say that, but we lived there 2 or 3 weeks at a time. I mean, all growing up. Every year we go down twice a year, usually in February, and then in fucking the summertime. You know, for fucking 3 or 4. My mother's whole family moved down there. There was 5 of them down there. So we would stay, we'll go visiting family and whatnot. But it was always it was fucking brutal in the summer, man. I mean, and I was just a little kid. I remember the first
What?
couple of
Summer-
times we went, we didn't have no air conditioning in the car. You know, you drive along with the fucking windows open, you know. And then
Oh.
that first year we got my old man got the 72 fucking Grand Torino fucking Country Squire fucking wagon, and that car had AC in it, and it was like, oh, this is so nice. I always remember we pulled into a rest area down in Georgia or something, man. It was like really fucking hot, and I opened the fucking door, and I couldn't believe how fucking hot it was compared to inside the car. You know, it was just one of those memories that just gets sealed in your fucking brain, you know. But yeah,
We used to play games. I remember because we had 6 kids in my family, so we had a big old station wagon packed with fucking kids and shit.
right,
We used to play games when we went on big long trips, like looking like license plates for
license plates, yeah,
the
yeah,
letters and numbers, and
yeah,
kind of fun.
yeah. We used to do that. It's me and my sister and the family dog. And yeah, man. And we used to take fucking, sometimes the dog would stay with relatives though. But we would take fucking 3 days down to fucking Jensen Beach, which was, you know, mid-state. East
Yeah,
Florida.
that's pretty close to where I live, Palm Bay.
Yeah. And it was beautiful down there back then, man. In the 60s, 70s, man. It wasn't crowded at all, you know. It was nice. Everything was brand new. To me, it looked.
I like Palm Bay in the wintertime. I would definitely move there. A snowbird. I would be a snowbird in a second. If I could, you know, do it.
Oh yeah, I could, I could do that. I mean, I get rid of this fucking house. This house is a fucking pig. And then I don't
Maine and then Florida, man. I'm telling you.
exactly. My house in Maine's already fucking paid for, so it's fucking, I can go anyway, you know.
Snow comes, get out of there.
Exactly. But I would want to be on the coast or near the, be able to go to the beach. I don't care if I'm waterfront or not. That don't bother me at all. But be able to, jump in the car and go to the fucking beach if you wanted to, you know.
Big state, man. A lot of fucking real estate between Miami and Jacksonville.
Yes, without a doubt. And it's filling up fast, man. That place is fucking, that state's getting crowded, man.
Nah.
Well, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
they said they.
You went inland fucking 30 miles, there's nothing.
Oh, right. Oh,
They
no.
gained-
There's
it all
nothing.
depends where you go, but they gained a million people last year.
Right,
in
but still,
population.
the size of the state, you know.
Right.
I'm sorry, there's you go 30 miles in away from the coast and there's nothing. Alligators and trees and
That's true.
snakes and
Yeah, I mean, I always remember we drove across Central Florida from Orlando, I think, to go to fucking, what was it, Busch Gardens, was it in Tampa? And I don't know, we took some fucking backwards ass fucking road, man, like through the fucking swamps of fucking nowheresville, man. It was like,
yeah.
holy shit, look at this fucking place, man.
You got all sorts of swamps there, southern Georgia, northern Florida,
Yeah. For sure.
all swamp ground there.
Yeah, and I mean, there was even a video on YouTube how there's fucking like no coastal fucking property on fucking like South Carolina and fucking Georgia, you know, down into even northern Florida because the coastline
Oh.
sucks.
Dude, it won't let me open Zoom, but it opened his StreamYards. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go to StreamYards and disconnect from here. I think. I'll see if I can connect first of all.
Oh, we're talking
StreamYards,
okay.
yeah, he's billing.
Yeah, my kid even got this fucking super duper fucking cooler, a round thing that goes over his CPU and it's liquid filled and it's got a LED screen on it and shit, man. The fucking thing is fancy as fuck. Tells you the temperature of whatever it's running, some kind of glycol inside of it or whatever. But
Yeah,
yeah, it keeps his CPU run super fucking hot, whatever he's fucking doing with it. All these fucking fancy games he has.
well, I meant, you know, that's. The
Yeah,
hardest
he-
thing
he's
you can
got,
over, you know.
Well, he runs the
Heat
the
is
three-
main, yeah,
yeah, he runs the 3D thing, you know, where you can wear a thing, and then he has the what do you call it? He's got the chair. I call it the chair, but it's this fucking little race car. It's fucking, it has the fucking the three pedals, you know, the gas, brake, and the clutch, and then
Yeah.
it built into the fucking chair is a fucking 6-speed fucking shifter. And then the steering wheel is a fucking positive feedback fucking steering wheel. So you start the car and the fucking steering wheel fucking vibrates and shit, man. You know, you turn the corner and the steering wheel fights you and stuff. It's really realistic, you know.
yeah, but how many times have you been at and really had that vibration in the steering wheel though?
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly. But yeah, it's and then when you drive it, man, I didn't like it at all, man. It was making me ill. It makes me ill. It gives me motion sickness, them fucking things, man. It's just too much feedback, too much input, I guess,
yeah,
directly into your brain or through your eyes or whatever, man. But it's overwhelming for me. But you know, the kids nowadays, man, they grooving on it, man. He can drive that thing just like a real car, man. He goes pretty good at it. But not I. That's what he was bragging about his car the other day. I says, look at motherfucker. I said, I could do things with your car that you wouldn't even dream fucking possible. And he's like, what do you mean? I says, dude, I'm telling you, man. I says, I can make that car do everything just about fuck except talk to you, man. Like, oh, boomer. I'm like, okay, you can call me whatever you want, man, but I said, you have no idea what your car is even capable of. Fancy little job though. Car goes like hell, man. Fun to drive.
I had one of them fancy cars,
Oh yeah, I did too. I've had a few of them over the years.
Nissan 300ZX.
Oh yeah, my cousin had one of those with the 300ZX. That was a nice car.
Fast little fuckers.
Oh yeah. He got popped up in New York. He lived in upstate New York. He got caught, I don't know, once or twice for speeding in it. And then nobody would insure the fucking car.
Yeah,
Yeah, he couldn't get no insurance in New York. And I'm like, you're fucking crazy living in that fucking state.
well, you don't even, all you gotta do is freaking just go through the gearbox and you're looking down, you're doing freaking 80, 90 mile an hour.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You're not even pushing the gas, you know?
Right. No, those cars were fucking fast. I had a little Honda Prelude with a 4-liter engine in it, four cylinder. And that fucking car, man, just a 5-speed in it. But that thing was fucking fast. I mean, it was really fast. Low riding car. Basically a 2-seater. A
That's
lot of
like
fun to drive.
my 89 Honda Accord LXI I had. I love that thing.
Yep. That's another nice car.
It's had the flip up headlights.
Yep. I had a Prelude, an '89 Prelude that had the pop-up headlights, but it had the four-wheel steering.
Yeah,
So you would when you were, you could really feel it when you were taking exits, or even when you were change lanes on the highway. You know, your car wouldn't go like over; it would just like slide over, because you turn the steering wheel like a little to the right, the back wheel would go a little to the right. But if you turned it hard to the right, the wheel would go into the left and then out to the right, so that the both wheels would be like this, and you go around. And you go around corners, man, like you were on fucking railroad tracks.
yeah,
It was a good system. And man, I love that little car. I bought that thing used too. That car had 100,000 miles on it, I think, when I bought it. I think I ran it up to 250, almost 300,000. And then it was just a hurting unit. I traded it in for the new one. But yeah, it was a lot of fun to drive. I love the four-wheel steering, man. I'm surprised. It's too bad they didn't keep that. I mean, they don't even have the fucking Prelude anymore. They discontinued that car too.
yeah.
Too bad. That was a nice car. I had one way back in the day. A friend of mine had it. It was an '85, first generation. It didn't even look like it was just looked like a Honda Civic almost, you know. But it
Yeah,
was a good little car, a little two-door car. I bought it when I was between new cars. I think I paid $500. What a champ that thing was. Things stopped working on it, and it was such a little shitter, you know, that I would the windshield wipers fucking stopped fucking working, and it was because of the fucking switch, you know. And the same with the fucking heater. The heater fucking stopped working, so I just fucking hot wired it and put fucking a single pole fucking switch on the motherfucker.
yep,
And I flipped the fucking one switch on, the windshield wipers would just go. And then the same with the heater. I had to switch it, the heater core, I had to switch it up in the engine because the little slide things broke, and it was like fucking big dough to get a new one, and it wasn't worth it. So I fucking hot wired that switch too. And I would just go out and manually switch it in the wintertime when it got cold, switch it over to heat, and then just fucking leave it there. And then I just throw the switch and we put the blower on high and made the car nice and warm, and hey, who gives a fuck? Yeah, the Preludes were cool cars, and I liked them. They were nice. They were fun to drive. They handled really good. Relatively inexpensive too, as far as Hondas go.
I've always had good luck out of my Hondas.
Yeah, same here. And the Toyotas. I've had a bunch of Toyotas too.
Yeah,
And I've had really good luck with the Toyotas. Mostly the trucks is what we've had. Always had the little Tacomas. And before they even called, they used to call it the SR5. I think. Boy, it was the Tacoma. Couldn't kill them little trucks, man. They just keep going and going and going. Around here in New England, they'd rot out long before the fucking engines or trains would die in them.
yeah, that's usually what happens around here too.
Yeah,
Anything can be rebuilt
right.
mechanically. It's when the freaking body goes that it becomes more work worth, so.
Yeah, remember when that first generation came over here? They had the steams along the fucking bed. It was like they just rotted right along that fucking seam, and you'd see the fucking things falling apart. They were cheap though.
That's now, since I use this unibody, I think it was the mid-50s Nissan early 2000, mid-2000s Nissan Sentra had troubles with the frames rusting out on them. Cause it's a unibody construction, so the frame pillars they have running down there would rust out.
Oh, right.
Or I mean, that might have been mid-90s, I was thinking too, so I can't remember what year it was. 2000, I know the 2009, 8 and 9 Hondas had trouble where they put the drain hose for the air conditioning evaporator coil all right on top of the frame, where it dripped right on top of the frame rail,
Oh, nice.
rusted the frame out.
No kidding.
And it was only those 2 years.
Yeah, my son had one. He had a 2008 Accord. But AC didn't work. And the power roof didn't work either.
Dude, everyone I had always worked.
Yeah, he got it like that. It was,
99 I had.
this was another college kid's car. And we only paid $3,000 for it. But he hang on a second.
I paid 600 for the Honda I had.
Yeah, but he had that car. I think we got 45 or 4,800 bucks for it when we sold it.
Yeah.
Oh, we traded it in, you know. It's all whatever they want to fucking call it, you know, but made me feel better. I'm like, hey, fuck, you got more than we paid for it, so who gives a fuck?
Perry, you can't afford to buy any new vehicle here in the United States hardly anymore.
Not now. Fucking pickup trucks are over $100,000.
50,000 baseline for a pickup truck.
Yep. They
50
showed those
base.
Eco Boost and the F-150, the fancy ones, man, you know, the loaded up ones, man, $110,000. Can you imagine that? What are they selling the diesels for?
150K.
Yeah, who the fuck's buying that? Who the fuck is buying that? Some fucking rich guy, because ain't no working guy buying those trucks, man.
Well, I mean, if you got a business though, I mean, you know, a lot of that stuff goes into fleet business too, you
Yep.
know.
Oh yeah, and it's a write-off for those guys, but
Well, yeah, I mean, it costs them more money, but they just pass that money on down to us with everything else, so.
no, exactly.
For the cost of everything goes, you know how it all works, the vicious
Yep.
circle.
Exactly.
Everybody wants more.
Yep. What's up, DJ? %40 tax, huh? That's crazy. Howard, you still with us?
Barely. I don't know.
You can see sitting there like,
You're making me yawn. Yeah, I remember you doing that a few times.
Yeah,
Lots of relaxation in this chair, I'll tell you.
I've had a busy day, so
that's what happens to me. As soon as I lean back, man, I'm all done. Especially this time of night.
this was my problem, this was probably our Indian summer, I'd say almost, so maybe not, but
Yeah, it's probably us too.
Let's kick it a can.
I'm sure
With the shovels pretty soon.
it'll be our last 80-degree day. Cause it was 80 today.
That
For
means
sure.
the snow blower is coming back out of the fucking.
It'll be
backyard
6
shed,
months before we
going
see
back
another
into my
80 degrees.
garage.
At least.
And I was pissing off the neighbors today, man. I took the fucking portable planer and set it up out in the fucking driveway.
I get to listen to the whining all day, huh? Listen to that sound many a time.
Oh, yeah, man. I was gonna bring it to Maine, but then I was like, when I do the pine, it's like, it makes so much fucking, wood chips. man.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck this, I do it out in the driveway and I just collect it in a barrel, collect it right there. Instead of sucking it all through the fucking system and then bagging it up like that. That's a pain in the ass. But yeah, it was funny, man. My wife's like, you make a lot of noise out there. I'm like, yeah, but I don't care.
Well, you got a little portable one. I got a big one. I got a big one. So, well, you said you had a big one.
Oh
too.
yeah, I have the big one inside the shop. Like I said, I just don't use it because it's connected to the vacuum system, And that one, you have to have it hooked up to the vacuum. Well, I mean, I suppose if you took the little elbow off, the 4-inch elbow off, you could probably, let it shoot out everywhere.
I know. I just took it out to shoot it out to the side with the elbow on it.
Does it? Yeah, mine seems, there again, I was probably doing pine when I did it, but it kept clogging up. So even when I use it, if it's not connected to the big machine, I just hooked the wet dry vac into it to suck it out as it goes.
Well, I've always been told that you take the minimum amount off you can, so you don't start pulling grain.
Yeah.
You're trying to take off too much. Sometimes you pull the grain from the next layer underneath,
Yeah, that's true.
especially when you're getting to the finished size.
Right.
Or there's 3/4 or.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I husk them things through them and the pine. I take a lot off when I put them through sometimes.
Yeah, plus pine's pretty soft.
It is. Yeah, you can't do that with the maple. The maple's just gotta go through a little bit at a time. I got a bunch of hard maple and that shit is like fucking iron going through there, but it looks so nice when it's done, man.
It's nice to work with maple.
Yeah, maple's nice. It's a nice wood to work with.
Yeah, I got a 30-year-old countertop that I custom made for the kitchen to
Yeah.
fit the room out of 1.5 inch maple. All 2x2 strips glued together, 12
Oh,
inches.
yeah.
Double it up, so it's 24 inches wide.
Yeah.
Rotor the edges, cut it to a template. It's like custom fit to the room.
Yeah, nice.
They're pretty awesome.
I'm thinking of doing that up in Maine. I still have a bunch of maple, just cut it into strips and, make a butcher block out of it.
Oh, it's really
And it look nice. I think it would look nice on the cows.
Do it in herringbone pattern on the butcher block. In the herringbone pattern.
You ever see those dimensional?
Herringbone, it's all in 45 herringbone all the way up.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
There's some patterns that are just so detailed. Like they're using 4 different kinds of wood, and each pattern is like interchanged with the next one. It's like a cutting board with all these slots all glued together. Like they glue lab different pieces, so they slice it, and then they rearrange the slices.
I saw a guy on YouTube did one. He was cutting them all angles and this angle and that angle, and he put it together, and it was like you could look into the
A
thing.
three-dimensional,
Yeah,
a
it was-
three-dimensional herringbone, right?
yeah, it was.
Yeah,
It was really
exactly.
something.
Yeah, you got a lot of time on your hands, a lot of equipment, a lot of glue.
Yeah.
You can do anything with glue.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, even epoxy, you ought to see what these wood turners do. They freaking do all sorts of intricate stuff, They're
Raw edge planks, and then they lay it on a table, and they do a pour, an acrylic pour between the
Oh,
two
yeah.
slabs, and turn it into a gigantic $10,000 custom coffee table. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, there's a couple of people on YouTube, man. It's just like I won't mention the name of
They
it.
make it look easy, but it's not that easy. Yeah.
It's like he calls himself a woodworker, and it's like you ain't no fucking woodworker, dude. You buy a fucking slab, you sand it down, and you fill the fucking thing with epoxy, you know. And it's like, so you're an epoxy guy, in my opinion, you know. And then he says, "Oh, I sold this table for 15,000," and it's just like, wow, you're a fucking crook.
Well,
I know some of those slabs are pretty expensive.
Oh, I'm sure they are, without a doubt. You know, but but
a
he'll
lot of elbow grease in making one of
But this
those.
guy, the only thing he does, in my opinion, is just pours the epoxy. He subs out somebody making the table legs and everything for him. You know, usually it's some sort of steel because it's so fucking heavy. But does use a shitload of fucking epoxy. Man. I mean, it's like 15 or 20 fucking gallons of it. You know, making big. He did a table one time. One guy did a table, and I thought it was going to be really cool, but they didn't like it because it had bubbles in it. They couldn't get the bubbles out. They took all this old circuit boards, and they put it all underneath the table, and they were going to have it light up. Different places are going to light up and shit, you know. And then they filled the whole thing up with epoxy. It looked fucking super fucking neat, but it didn't work good. I guess some of the circuit boards moved or something, and there was air bubbles in it. But even when it was lit up, I thought it would look really cool. There would be blinking lights under it and shit, you know.
Where'd Billings River go to that he made, that table at the river?
He still has it, man. That thing is
Okay.
impressive. I
Yeah.
never saw it. We were out there, everything was still packed up when we was there, you know. Probably in the house now. They're moved in there, I guess. But yeah, that thing was pretty neat. I never worked with a big amount of epoxy like that. Just little projects here and there, but nothing on that scale. I'd like to. But I'm just trying
Stuff
to
is
get my,
expensive. I did
Yeah.
some small projects. I took
Uh-huh.
some weed leaves and I did an epoxy pour, and I got these little pucks with a weed leaf in the middle.
yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
my wife bought the stuff. It was like $50 for two little bottles, maybe a liter each. You mix them 50-50 in a cup and just stir it up for 3 minutes. And you just, she has silicone molds and pours it in, right?
Yeah.
But she found out after doing a few pours without wearing gloves that she has an allergy to the stuff.
No
So,
shit.
and you just touch it after and she gets a rash, like, so she just gave it up.
Yeah.
Plus the stuff stinks, you know, when you do the pour,
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
a very chemical and a drying. It's not good for
Right,
doing it
right.
in the house. It's like I told her, she wanted to have the floor sanded. This guy owed her some money, so I went on a golf vacation and came back and I smelled fucking urethane. She hired these guys, they came and they sanded the old hardwood floor and urethane it. And I said, "Where did you sleep?" She says, "We slept in the house." I go, "Are you crazy? The urethane is fresh on the floor, drying, and you're sleeping in that freaking house."
Yeah.
I told her not to do it, you know.
Oh,
She
yeah.
did it because this guy owed her money. I was furious.
Oh,
2
yeah.
years later, I ripped up the whole fucking floor. That was the end of it.
Oh,
They went to the
shit.
bedroom. They went down the hall and stopped at the bedroom doors. So they didn't
Ah,
empty out the bedrooms.
right.
And then I looked at the floor. I came home and I could smell it. And I looked at the floor, and there was like a funny glazing, and the reflection. It was like really smudged. I go, "What the hell is this?" Well, after they did it, she apparently dragged something across the floor and put a dent in the fresh stuff, and she got gloss the wrong. They put semi, and she put gloss on top, and
Oh,
that's why it was still wet, and I could smell it when I came home a week later. So she mucked it up even worse.
oh, man.
I ripped the whole frickin' thing right out. I said, that's it.
Oh, okay, Cobra. Cobra says it's gonna take a while.
Go ahead and try to get him fixed up, yeah.
So in 2008, I rented a pod, you know, one of those cubicles, put it in the driveway, this big fucking
Oh,
pod.
yeah,
And I emptied the house into the pod, everything, beds, dressers, a dining room table, chairs, what have you. The place was emptied, like bare walls. And
yeah.
I put in 2x4 framing on all the exterior walls, insulated, new drywall, rewired with lights, and spent 2 weeks doing that. And then had the guys come in, and I ripped out all the hardwood, the old 3/8, what, you know, 1.3/8 by 3/8 of an inch thick hardwood.
Oh,
Ripped
right.
all those lats out, bundled them up, took them to the dump. And these guys come in, and I hired a crew, cost $8,000, and all, I put it brand new, took them 3 days to do the floor.
What
All
kind of would you use?
pre-finished hardwood floor, like brand spanking new.
What kind of
But I
wood?
went out and bought some 6-inch high baseboard, oak baseboard, and they stained it to match, and they cut it, nailed it in, professional job, like the whole place was redone, and then I moved everything back from the pod back into the house, and
Yeah,
you know, it was so nice. Like the first vacuum, they finished, they left, and everything was perfect, and give it a nice vacuum, and then you start moving the stuff in. We had a piano, and we had to work the piano onto the floor and back off the floor, but we had 3/4-inch masonite panels. So 4x8 masonite sheets, we rolled the piano on the frickin' masonite so it wouldn't roll into the
oh,
floor.
right, right.
So the piano has been in a spot against the wall for, I did fuck up the floor in one spot though. I kind of wheeled the piano and the fucking thing dented the fucking floor, like with the
Oh,
rollers with the weight on it. So, but you don't see it. It's like push the piano back over and it's,
Who, do you
whatever,
play the
it's
piano
there.
a lot?
I know it's there. Nobody else knows it's there, right?
Do you play the piano a lot?
I don't play at all. My wife plays.
Does she play it at all?
Her sister's a really good player.
Yeah, but her sister
She,
doesn't live
she
there.
can play, but she's out of practice and she's got an issue with her hands. She's got this carpal tunnel.
Oh, then get rid of the fucking piano, man. That thing's hogging up all that room in that little house,
Hey,
right? Huh?
hey, it's her pride and joy. I'll tell you a little story. We have okay, those in the mid-50s, they had one of those organs, you'd plug it in and it had a little blower in it. It's like a decorative piece, and it's an organ.
Yeah,
And you turn the blower on and
yeah,
the little baffles, you play keyboard and
yeah.
the wood
yeah.
tray and everything. Well, those things are not made to last. And the appliques on them are like glued on. And my wife got one from a friend of hers. And that was 20 years ago. And I went over to the guy's place and picked it up out of his garage.
Yeah,
And there's all kinds of shit rolling around inside. And my wife had this ambition to refinish it,
yeah.
but it went out into the palace. So it's stuck in one corner of the palace. And for 5 years, it sat on the floor.
Yeah.
And then I got tired of it there. I said, if I lift it up and shove it back, I could gain about 6 inches into the room with this freaking piano. So I built a little base, raised it up, put it on, slid it against the glass. And it's been there for 20 years. And nothing's been done with it. It's sitting there collecting dust. And I always told her, I said, I want to take that piano somewhere and I want to burn it. I want to make a video of this burning this stupid blow organ. It's not worth 50 cents in my eyes, but she wants to refinish it. Well, holy shit, like pasta. That's it. But I let it go because that's where it is. It's just found its place in life. And that's where it sits.
Yes.
That's why we have so much clutter. We can't get rid of it.
Second floor above my garage, it's a junk fucking room. It's all the kids' toys that's still worth money that I won't throw out.
Well, the Fisher Price stuff and the Legos and
About fucking 200 pounds of fucking Lego, man.
yeah,
That fucking Lego's worth a lot.
it's probably worth 80 grand. Who knows?
I'm telling you, man, the Lego, they sell it by the pound on eBay, There's
some pieces that are worth $1,500 a a little figure, right?
Oh, yeah, man.
You got the right figure. It's a mixed up world, I'll tell you.
Yeah, crazy.
You know, when I was 17, 18, you could buy an ounce of weed for $20, right?
Mm.
And you know what the price of gold was? The price of gold was $20.
Was it really?
So you could buy an ounce of weed or an ounce of gold was $20.
Oh, man.
So if you had
Well, that
$20
was, huh?
for every ounce you smoked back then,
Yeah, an ounce of gold now is $2
say for
grand.
5 years, you'd be pretty well off.
You bought that
about
back
5
then
pounds
for
of
20
gold
bucks.
when
It's
you
worth
were
$2 grand now, man. That's quite a fucking
20 years
markup.
old.
You bought gold in the sixties at $30 an ounce,
Right.
and it's now
That's
worth
right.
1,000 an ounce.
It's no, it's
2,200 of those.
last week it was fucking $1,975 a fucking ounce.
7 you're too far away from your mic.
Oh, yeah, last week it was fucking almost $2,000 for an ounce.
Yeah, $2 grand.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Of
But again, you know, it's all relative because
course.
we bought our house 40 years ago. We paid market value 85 grand, and the house next door sold for 1.3. So we'll figure
Right.
it, right? It's all relative.
Oh, it's going down a little. It's $1,837 an ounce now.
Yeah, that's the Fed, that's the US Fed fucking with it.
Right. Of course it is. One year ago, it was 1,600.
Yeah. That would surprise me if it was at least 25, 3 by this time next year,
Yeah.
especially going into the election year.
All right, for sure.
All right, gentlemen, I think I'm gonna call it a night.
Yeah, I was thinking the same
Okay,
thing.
Midwest,
Yeah, I got to, I
hey,
still
7.
shower before I go to bed and I'm getting tired, so.
Yeah, me too. All right, Midwest,
I'm cooking
I
out
would-
tonight.
who's ever in chat? Is anybody left? I don't think there is.
Yeah.
Cheers.
See you
Night,
guys.
gentlemen.
Just
Have a good one.
Okay. Take care.